Well, presenters, welcome back to 1424 basketball training, where the goal is to take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. For those that are new, welcome. I'm Coach Tommy. I'm a former psychologist, now a performance enhancement specialist and basketball coach. On this channel, I simplify life and basketball into 3 buckets: mind, body, and craft. In today's teaching tape, we got the Suns and the Lakers. So let's see what we can do to improve our minds today. First off, let me say thank you to all those that are watching. Every one of you guys is helping me reach my goal of opening my own training facility where I can help more people out. If you find these videos valuable in any way, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. That way I know which way to take the channel and, most importantly, improve myself. Lakers and Suns. I think the Lakers have been on a little downturn. Suns is overachieving. I mean, Chris Paul deserves a ton of credit. Are they overachieving, underachieving? I think they're overachieving. Just tells you how important leadership on the floor is. Chris Paul, everywhere he goes, he pretty much wins. He just needs to take it to the next level with a teammate, hopefully, to get him a chip. But he's for sure Hall of Fame point guard. Beautiful high-low here. This is what you do. This is rarely ever happens in today's NBA. When you have a big and they front, you release the pressure by the opposite or weak side coming to the high post or the elbow, which gives a different passing angle. So as soon as Drummond fills up this, AD is going to spin and then he can lob a pass over. This is very fundamental high-low passing here. Nice play there, Lakers. Very few teams run a high-low set. You don't need 2 gigantic bigs to run a high-low set. You just need someone fronting, and then you need an opposite guy to fill to the elbow. No LeBron still looks like. Like this is also a high-low. So you get your big out here way at the top, Anthony Davis. I always say whatever the defense chooses, they're wrong. So if they choose to front you, just wall up, push them, keep pushing them higher. And then the person passing the ball lobs it in. It's not a very good lob pass. Gets there anyways. Devin Booker, one of my favorite players. He's an assassin, man. He's a scorer. Six to 22. They got no answers for the Lakers bigs. Guys, if you're ever wondering how to shoot, I mean, I got to make a whole video on how to shoot. But Ice Age Man here, he basically does a spiral up and around to get that ball out. That's the left-handed Lonzo version. Beautiful outlet pass. Oh, good freaking recovery. Look at this guy. Great defense. Bridges. THT is going to get paid eventually. He can create his own shot. I mean, he missed the pass here. If you guys are working here, I mean, the pass is wide open. As soon as he caught it, that's got to go. So you got to see these things happening from the get-go, and that'll make your passing, your execution that much cleaner. Okay, so you got to recognize the front. Okay, he's trying to get it into AD. They're trying to get it to AD. Caruso's going to get out the way. And then when he realizes that it's not there, so McLemore gets off of it instead of staring it down. So if as a passer, you're McLemore and you're just staring this down, Kaminsky will keep coming. It'll never get to him because all you're worried about is trying to get it to here. So young players will pump. Okay. and they'll try to force feed it into Anthony Davis because coach is yelling that there's a mismatch. And do not do that. Okay. Give him a quick look or two. Okay. And then get off of it quickly. So as soon as he gets off of it quickly, he alleviates, right, the pressure, give it to somebody else. Okay. And so now as everybody shifts their focus to the new person with the ball, then that thing will be available. Okay, so it's always happening in transition. So transition of a pass, transition of offense to defense. Okay, it's already here. He's taking too long to diagnose what he's doing, right? He's looking over here. It's there. So now he's staring it down. Okay, so now he's staring it down. Now Kaminsky's backing up off of him. He doesn't realize that all this space is here because he's just staring at Anthony Davis. And then he gets off of him, and then he eats it up and then does a little floater. So could have got a dunk for Anthony Davis. Montrezl Harrell, I normally like him. He still makes a good play by scoring, but harder than it needs to be. Every guard, every person needs to develop this, right? Work the angle. Okay, when you're coming off a curl here, any pick and roll, any dribble handoff, any down screen, any pin down where you come up, you got to work on this arc. Okay, and then it's a controlled fade. Either it's a controlled fade, left, right, stop, or a pound, and then side step, step back. You got to be able to shoot on balance, fading away, squaring in the air over a big defender, over a long defender. Chris Paul's made his millions doing that. There it is again. Oh my God. Anthony Davis, that's a goaltending. Good ball movement, nice and quick. Good tough Caruso with a finish. I mean, it's not a foul. Where's a foul? Beautiful pass by Chris Paul. So this is your very traditional 3-on-2 fast break. Okay, your windows, they open and close very, very quickly. A good passer will pass when it's open. A great passer will pass to the open space. They will lead the person into the opening. Sometimes they'll throw into the opening before the opening is even there. So the right type, the right time, and the right target. So make sure you know all those things, whether or not you're a great passer or not. Leading them right into that easy dunk. Good job, Caruso, getting that little ball there. Andre Drummond, that's a travel. One of the rare big guys. DeAndre Ayton, just a solid looking big man. He needs to develop his game. Chris Paul, so patient in the mid range. If you're not bigger, if you're not stronger, if you're not faster, you got to use your skill and your brain somehow. So as he weaves, as he snakes through this, okay, Sarge is a pretty big, pretty hefty guy. THT is not the most explosive guy. So instead of avoiding all this contact and trying to go around or maybe pass it here, okay, the opening is on this side. So somehow you have to get back to the open space. So you have to figure out a way. So he uses his creativity here. So create contact to create separation instead of creating contact this way and alleviating the pressure by passing it to KCP. Okay, he bumps and he gets back to the open side over here by bumping Sarge out of the way. So when Sarge goes to cut him off this way, THT is trying to bump him on the right side to get back to the right side. So if he bumps him on the left side, then THT will bump out this way and that pass will be more available. But if he bumps him on this backside, then Sarge will move out of the way and then THT will have a little bit of an opening to the right where he can score. THT is much more of a scorer than a passer. So just that little bump and the angle of that bump allows him to get back to the right. Details matter, guys. LeBron, there's LeBron. If the Lakers are going to be any good, I mean, Gasol's going to have to step up and figure out how to make some shots or do a little bit more than just facilitate from the top of the key where he trails all the time. Working on curves, working on angles all the time, right? Booker, okay, coming off, 2 dribble right into a pull-up. He's super patient with it here. 1, 2, 3, right? Pump fakes. Is KCP going to block me from behind? What's Gasol going to do? Is he jumping to block? Gasol is much more of a positional defender, so he's just being real solid, right? He notices no one's coming, and then he just rises up and shoot it. Booker, he's nice, man. Look at Chris Paul getting in there, man. Look at Chris Paul getting in there. He goes in between 2 guys, gets squished. Those are winning plays right there. Chris Paul, man. Winning plays right here. Okay, 11 seconds, down 14. Goes in there against the 2 big guys. Somehow comes out with the rebound, right? Faster hands, comes out with it. Right here, glances at the clock. Okay, understands he has 8 seconds on the clock. Okay, avoids the defender behind the back, smack him on, get him out the way. Slows down. He doesn't speed up. Okay, he's looking for an advantage because he knows he's not going to beat this, right? He knows he has Booker on this side. He's looking over to Bridges. Okay, slows down. Okay, lets these guys catch up so it becomes a 3-on-1 instead of a 3-on-2. Leads him. Okay, left-handed bounce pass. Doesn't need 2 hands to put on it. So he leads Bridges right into a dunk. He knows he has Booker. Booker's holding KCP, so KCP can't go right away. I mean, that's big time. That is big time. This is Hall of Fame stuff. Boom. Get in there. Right, glance up at the clock. Boom, behind the back, under control. Oh my God, he switched to his left hand. That is so tough. 1. Oh. What happens when the Lakers got 3 gigantic big dudes, LeBron, AD, and AD 2? As much as the game is trying to go smaller, right? The Lakers figured out that if you go bigger, right, with the ability to go small sometimes, right, it won them the championship, right? They had Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee last year, so it was AD, LeBron, right? 3 big men, right? LeBron was basically the point guard, but they were huge, and it made defense quite easy. You're down by 15. I mean, these are just highlights, so you don't get to see exactly the flow of the game, but it looks like The Suns aren't getting enough shots or enough good shots. So now they're in like a little zone here. All right, so as soon as you get it to the nail, it's pretty much over. Ice Age. Ben McLemore could be a very good player. He has all the skills, the height, athleticism, the shot, the handle. Does he have the mentality to be great, to be legendary, to be elite, to do all these things? Don't know because he keeps bouncing around. Travel. That's a shot. Why aren't you shooting that? All right, so I always talk about 2.5 drill, 2 seconds or less, two dribbles or less, 0.5 seconds or less to make your decision. So he catches it, he's wide open, he can just shoot this thing. You know, he's figuring out what the heck to do. Just go. And so he finally right here. So he should have just did this right from the get-go, right? Just go, create contact, and then make your shot. Two dribbles or less, 0.5 seconds or less to make your decision. Pass, go, pass, shoot. Super easy. The Suns just look like, oh my God, that's a tough landing. The Suns just look like they don't have enough size to handle the Lakers. Gasol, Montrez, AD, Andre Drummond. I mean, the Lakers just need to stumble into the playoffs, and then they're just bigger than every team. Their big depth is crazy. They're trying to set double screens for Chris Paul, looks like. Right, and then just trapping Chris Paul and then forcing the ball out of Chris Paul's hands. He's small, right? And he's not as quick as he used to be to just go around and break this, kind of like how Damian Lillard plays now. Okay, so he's giving it up, which is the right thing to do, but it's already super late in the clock. Right, and then they have to settle for these, you know, Crowder deep threes. You're not going to win playing like that. I mean, how are the Suns, right, winning against most of the league? Like efficiency, consistency, but playoffs are a different animal. You got to play the same team 4 times in a row, 7 times in a row. Uh-oh, did AD just screw up his leg there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep, calf strain. He's still in the game here. He's testing out that leg. Is he limping on that leg? He's thinking about that leg. Still in the game. Why is he still in the game? Uh-oh. I guess it's not. I guess his leg is not messed up. I mean, all right, that doesn't look good. I mean, Anthony Davis is Anthony Davis is the linchpin for the Lakers. 40 minutes, 12 rebounds, 42 points, 17 for KCP. Caruso 17. Wow, that's impressive. Drummond 6 points out. Wow, that's sad. He should be able to get 10 points just off of rebounds and dive ins and duck ins. he's only playing 20 minutes. Looks like he's splitting minutes between Gasol and Harrell. What did I learn today? What did I learn about the Lakers? I mean, I didn't learn much. I mean, the team revolves around Anthony Davis, not LeBron. AD is the horse, and LeBron is the guy steering the horse. So Lakers, they have potential of winning with LeBron coming back. I don't see any team really stopping them. The styles will make matchups in the playoffs. If you get against the Nets are way more skilled, way more shooter, skill heavy. The Lakers are way more big heavy, and they have different styles. So that would be interesting. The Suns, they overachieve. They're winning in the regular season, but that doesn't really mean too much if you're playing a veteran team in the playoffs. It's a whole different game. It's much more physical, much slower come playoff time. All right, guys, what did you guys learn? Let me know. Until next time, take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace.